Be sure to mute me on here, Gledhill, on the FaceTime.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, so does the winner of this play Colorado?
Colorado or Ohio State, right? That game hasn't happened, has it?
No, yeah, Colorado and Ohio State. That's right. All right, we're good. We're coming at you live for Long Beach as the Elite Eight second game matchup is starting. We have UC Irvine versus the Dayton Flyers, and this is going to be a good one. Gledhill, I'm super excited for this one as well. Obi Toppin coming off a 55-point performance last night against Oregon, and like I said before in the last game, no rest is needed as they get right back at it against a tough UC Irvine team.
No doubt. UC Irvine, the number one overall seed, they were able to get a 3-point win in their first game against the Kansas Jayhawks. So now here they are playing Dayton. Dayton, obviously, Obi Toppin is the man you got to look at for that squad, scoring 55 points in that game against Oregon last night. Man, he really went off for the Flyers to help lead them to the Elite Eight. And he obviously is going to have to be a big factor in this one if they want to knock down the number one overall seed, UC Irvine.
Very good points right there. And you know it's all going to be on how Obi Toppin plays tonight. I think for this Flyers offense, because I feel like UC Irvine is really maybe on paper they're not as good, and that's an and one right off the top for Obi Toppin. But like I said, maybe they're not as balanced as this Flyers team is. But based on how they played this season, they've been playing as a full force as a whole team. It's been all-team basketball for this UC Irvine team, and they can shut down anybody.
No doubt, no doubt. UC Irvine with a very impressive regular season. And they don't really have one major star player, but they got a lot of guys who can really, contribute, and that's why they've been so good this season.
Well, Evan Leonard, 19.5 points per game is a show of some of their guys, their key guys stepping up. So.
Oh yeah. You see the crowd here, everyone wearing white. You see some spots of red there. Maybe you see the Dayton faithful. The Flyers, meanwhile, are wearing neon lime green shoes. Looking to fly high here tonight, make it to the Final Four.
Good kick out there by Dayton. Wasn't able to land it there, but some good ball movement there as Leonard takes it up for UC Irvine. Travels on the baseline, puts it in, 6-5 to start the game for UC Irvine. And UC Irvine averaging 64.2 points per game this season, and, that's pretty solid.
Oh, no, that is solid. And obviously, about two-thirds of that's going to come from Mr. Toppin there, wearing the double zeros. He can do it all. He can shoot, he can pass, he can drive down to the hoop,
there.
He can be aggressive.
He can do it all, just like right there, getting involved in the defense. Tough block. Oh, got off Leonard there. Takes the three. Bounce. Oh, man, it was rolling in, but then it comes out as Obi Toppin.
Solid defensive possession from the Flyers there.
And a good foul there by UC Irvine to stop the momentum as Toppin here getting into the post. Fade away, and no good. Had a good move. Couldn't capitalize as Leonard. Nice pass by Irvine. So Gledhill, the main question for this game tonight, I think, is Dayton still riding high off that win last night?
That really is going to be a big question coming into this one. Obviously, that was it was a highly emotional game. Went to overtime. Really, that could have gone either way. Oregon was right in it there the entire time. But it just looks like Obi Toppin and the Flyers were just too much there towards the end. And Oregon with a couple costly turnovers, some missed shots late. So we'll see if they're able to respond tonight. Come off that emotional win with what would be an upset victory over a very, very talented UC Irvine squad that has been playing well on the eastern side of the region all year. They're the number one seed for a reason, and I think and I don't know if enough people are giving the Anteaters enough respect. I think there's no doubt they're one of the top teams in the country, and they're looking to prove that, make it all the way to the Final Four, and potentially take home that title. But it's obviously going to be a tough road ahead for them as well. And the Flyers are as you saw last night, they have some star power as well.
They're able to get in a shootout with anybody, as we saw last night. And like you said it just well. UC Irvine does not have a smooth ride to the championship. That's for sure. Maybe the West is a little more stacked than the East, but you still got to go through this this Dayton Flyers team, and then you're going to get the winner of Ohio State and Colorado next. So that is guaranteed to be a competitive matchup as well. So we see here as the Flyers take a timeout, making a little adjustments on the floor.
And meanwhile, now we look back at the bracket. So we have one team in the Final Four already. That is the Gonzaga Bulldogs, the number 6 overall seed in the West, making it all the way into the top 4. And of course, they're going to await the winner of Utah State and Seton Hall. Seton Hall going undefeated this season, hoping to ride that all the way home to a national title. They got to be the favorites right now, don't you think?
I think so. I mean, but there's a red hot Gonzaga team waiting for them or Utah State. You can't count out Utah State as hot as Seton Hall's been this year. This is March Madness basketball, and anything can happen. And we're guaranteed to see a couple upsets, more than we already seen so far in this tournament. So can't forget about Utah State. But that Gonzaga team's waiting for that winner.
No doubt. In Gonzaga, even though they are only a 6 seed this year, maybe not as great of a regular season as they usually might have. Usually you may see them on the 1-2 line. But they get as hot as anyone during tournament time. And they obviously got an established head coach in Mark Few, and they're going to be ready to go against either, of course, the Seton Hall Pirates or Utah State in the Final Four matchup.
Nice turnover there by Leonard, but Dayton gets it back. Dayton is not shooting really good this, and it's showing right there. They're struggling on the offensive side of the ball, only shooting just under 38%, and it's just not looking good right now. But UC Irvine finding open looks just like that to Leonard. Wasn't able to hit it that time. Green driving to the hoop, getting some fouls there. Obi Toppin gets fouled right there by Edgar. As still a close game, still anyone's game. This first quarter seems like they're filling each other out still, as a nice little hop step there by Toppin. Kicks it out. Could have took the 3 there, kind of off balance. And that will be a defensive 3 seconds on UC Irvine, as this will give him a chance to get it even closer as he drains the first shot.
Here in the waning seconds of this first quarter. See if the Flyers can kind of draw it close here. And there's a nice lay-in.
Good lay-in by Toppin off the screen. Time expires, no good. 14-11, low scoring game than maybe possibly imagined, but could turn it on, as we've seen much teams done this in the past few games after a sluggish first quarter.
And remember that last game, it was 16-11 through a quarter. Florida State and Gonzaga. Florida State actually leading that game early on. We'll see what happens when both teams get settled in here in this one.
Good look right there. for Dayton as they drain the three-pointer to tie this game up. More of that is what we saw last night against Oregon, is what they're going to need to get past this UC Irvine team. But Leonard with a nice little jump shot right there. Like I said, Leonard's been outstanding this season for the Anteaters. 19.5 points per game. Coming in very focused as not able to hit that three-pointer off the corner. Leonard taking it. Two guys on him. Passed to Green and no good. Gets the rebound. Kicks it out again. Green wide open for three. It's good. Another three-pointer for UC Irvine as Toppin's taking it up and turns it over as moving it around here. Green with the ball again. Kicked out for three. It's good. And there it is. Another three-pointer for the Anteaters as they skim their lead just like that to 8 points. That was a fast 8-point lead.
Those Anteaters are scrappy. They can also shoot. And they are showing it here. Is they can go on a run at any moment. That's what you saw the entire regular season. Is they can go on a surge. You know, they get a couple turnovers, hit a couple big shots, and that's exactly what we see here against the Flyers. Is now it's a 6-point game as Dayton gets that layup.
That was a really fast 8-point lead that the Anteaters got there. And Leonard again slamming it down. I've been really impressed so far with how UC Irvine defense has handled Toppin. You know, he hasn't been shooting that well. You know, he's had a couple tough shots, but right there, look, blocked again. He's gotten blocked several times early on in this game. But three-pointers like that from this Dayton offense is going to help them get back in this game, as 43% from the three-point line this game has been helping the Flyers stay in it. Leonard off the, oh my goodness, he slams it in off the baseline. Leonard.
And those Anteaters get very aggressive towards the hoop as we see Leonard with a couple of slams there. Now, if you're UC Irvine, you're not going to be able to contain Obi Toppin completely. He is going to, he is the leading guy for the Flyers. He's going to definitely score some points on you, but you just got to keep him from taking over. Oregon just couldn't quite do that last night because Obi definitely took over down the stretch. If you can prevent him from taking over, the Anteaters have a good shot in this game.
Well, you look at last night again, the matchup against Oregon. If it wasn't really for Toppin able to kind of take over that game himself, which the Ducks surely didn't want that to happen. But if they had limit Toppin a little bit, they could have won that game because that game was so close for a long time. But certainly they could say the same about Pritchard in the Oregon offense, because it seemed like Pritchard was doing most of the work for Oregon as well. As Leonard off the screen tries finding some open guys, he finds Green right there. UC Irvine's been moving the ball really well this game. But like you said, it's probably not realistic to stop Toppin completely. Oh my goodness! Just like that, he's up to 12 points in the game. Kind of a quiet 12 points, but obviously still in there as fade away, and he hits it. Obi Toppin, nice little put in right there off the hop step. He's up to 15 points and 12 points in the paint. He's got to keep doing more of that.
Knocked down a couple free throws there and scored on back-to-back possession for the Flyers. That's what they need. They need to start. He's gonna start making those moves.
Tough miss by Green there. These have been smart fouls by the Anteaters, as costly turnover right there for the Flyers. Kicks it out. Leonard, tough defense on him right now. Still going with it. Has him jump and commits a turnover. Flyers have a chance here. Score off the fast break. Toppin slams it in. 3-point game.
Here we go. 3-point game now. It looks like Toppin's been getting going just a little bit here for the Flyers.
Making some skates right there, and he slams it in. Oh my goodness, off the screen. Anteaters are automatic tonight. They are shooting 67% from the floor, as Dayton hesitated on that three-pointer again. Trying to find an open look, and it's turned over. Toppin's there. Leonard.
Some excellent pick and roll action for UC Irvine in that last possession, help contain Toppin on the defensive side at least. We'll see if we see him do more of that here as the game goes along. But a turnover there by UC Irvine. Flyers might have numbers on the other end, but there is going to be a foul. A good job by UC Irvine to kind of stop that charge there, prevent the Flyers from getting quick points.
Well, they've been doing a lot of that this game, it seems, to stop the momentum because those Flyers are fast, man. They keep coming at you, and they won't stop too, especially with Obi Toppin on the floor as they hit both free throws, down by 3. 16 seconds left in this first half. We'll see if they hold it until the final shot. It looks like they will. 7 seconds.
Waning seconds here.
Driving in the hoop. Kick it out for 3. Bang! Another buzzer beater in this tournament. Leonard with the shot.
So 35-29 our score at the half. UC Irvine up by 6 here. Huge three-point shot there at the end. And Dayton's going to inbound it to start the second half here. 10 minutes of basketball left to go. It's March, so anything can happen.
Flyers want to rethink right here as they call a timeout to start the half. Might be a needed timeout right here, Gledhill.
Well, they had 15 minutes to think things over during the half. You might want to save those timeouts for, right at the end of the game there when you're really going to start, needing to game plan. Try, when it becomes one possession at a time. Maybe we're going to see some lineup changes for them here. Who knows? But Dayton's going to inbound once again here, down by 6. Of course, every possession is big at this point.
I would like to see Crutcher get more involved in this game for the Flyers. He hasn't done too much as Toppin misses another tough shot right there. Good defense by the Anteaters. Leonard been playing outstanding off the baseline again. Nothing. Oh my goodness, nice block there.
And that's how you do it if you're UC Irvine. You got to make sure Toppin does not. You got to hold him to tough shots like they did there. Great defense. Put a body up on him, and he doesn't make it that time.
Able to respond on the defensive end with the block as well, though. And no good. Another three-point miss. Gets another chance. Oh, and again. And they were not missing shots like that last night. That's
a possession you gotta convert on there. If you're Dayton, 2 huge misses. That you got to knock down those wide open looks. When you have those chances at this point in the tournament, you gotta convert. Unfortunate there for the Flyers.
Well, Gledhill, opponents vary, but it just doesn't seem like their shooting is very on tonight. But that could be credit to the UC Irvine Anteaters defense.
No doubt, and that Anteaters defense has been good all year.
It's another shot right there, and boom, more like that is what the Flyers need as we're down by 3. Trey Landers with his second three-pointer of the game.
The Flyers definitely have some guys who can shoot. And when they get hot, they get hot.
Still have a lot of time to get hot in this game for sure, too, as well as Leonard threatened the baseline, kicks it out. Nice shot by Green. He's been doing that very well off the pick and roll, like you said, Gledhill. And he's threatening the baseline, but he also can take the jumper, too. As 3-point shot for Watson.
Just 2 straight there for the... Both teams shooting really well here to start this half. Flyers had a couple misses there, but they hit a couple. UC Irvine, they got off to that big 8-point lead in the last quarter with a couple made threes.
Leonard has been super fast this game. We see shots like that. His mid-range game is on point, shooting 9 of 13 from the field. He's up to 19 points, just about under his average right there as Toppin with the hop step and puts it in. 37-39. Toppin also has 19 points. He's shooting 62% from the field. Kicks it out to Green again. No good. Got to hit those shots.
Flyers have the chance to tie the game here. Remember, they were down by 8 in the early stages of the second quarter, down 6 at the half. Like I said, this is March.
This is March. You got to be frustrated a little bit here if you're the Flyers, too. The game, for how close the game is, and they keep fouling you on the fast break. That's got to be frustrating, messing up the momentum, knowing that if you would have just had a couple more fast breaks, it probably could have been a little bit more in their favor. But another foul there. This time it's on Landers. Leonard off the screen to Green. Hesitated for a second, but still puts it in as UC Irvine back up again by 4. Toppin, that hop step is money, and not this time, but he gets another chance. Let's see if Flyers rethink here. Landers off the 3-point, and no good. Leonard with the rebound. Solid defense by the Flyers. Get some separation there, and they block it.
And that was great one-on-one defense there. Those two were one-on-one for about 10 seconds there, and the Flyers won that battle.
Keep an eye on this on Edgar and the UC Irvine Anteaters. They could be possibly getting into some foul trouble here with as Edgar picks up his 4th foul of the game, and we still have a whole another quarter to play. As Green, oh my goodness, had him jumping.
Faked out a couple of defenders there, and that's going to be Welp there with the bucket.
Yep, Colin Welp, 15 points. And another foul, 16th foul, and they will go there in the bonus. Surely don't want to give the Flyers any free points in a close game like this, Gledhill.
Of course, I've loved the crowd turnout we've seen in all these tournament games this year. Looks like all the fans have those white all-in shirts. We see some red sprinkled out through there. I mentioned that earlier. Probably some really faithful Dayton fans there, but most of the fans wearing the white all-in shirts. Like I said last night, it's tournament time where everyone's all in here.
It is tournament time as the Flyers just tied up that game with a 3-point shot in the corner. Going to be in for another close game here in this Elite 8 matchup. No good there. Have a chance to take the lead here. This will be the Flyers' first lead in a long time, but no good. Tried to lob it up, didn't work out there. Leonard, oh my God, gets stuffed at the board. 9 seconds left. Has a guy wide open inside the paint. Will he pass it? He does, and puts it in. 3 seconds left. And Dayton possibly going into the 4th quarter with the lead, but Leonard has a chance here, turns it over, and that will end the quarter.
So wow, Dayton down 6 at the end of the first half there, and they now lead by 2. So an 8-point turnaround there in the 3rd quarter. The Flyers are going to go into the 4th quarter with the lead now over the number 1 seed UC Irvine, and this is at 5 minutes of basketball to go. 45-43 our score. And UC Irvine, who won the tip, is going to be able to inbound first here.
Got into foul trouble late in that quarter. Let's see if they kind of play a little bit more disciplined in this half and commit some smart fouls on this next quarter as no good there. Good defense by the Flyers adjusting as Toppin again with the hop step and puts it in. And Obi Toppin is one automatic man. He's up to 22 in the game.
I'll tell you what, I really like the position the Flyers are in right now. Now up 4. Of course, that's a 10-point swing for them since being down 6 at the half. And Obi Toppin looks like he's going well right now.
Leonard off the pick and roll has been money all night. He's up to 21. Him and Toppin are exchanging blows here in this game.
I like this ball movement that the Flyers are having, too. They're swinging it around the arc. Good pass right there to your best player. Unfortunately, you can't turn it over like you did there.
Definitely can't do that. Such a close game. Tough take there by UC Irvine, but they put it in, and we have a tie game just like that. As this game ain't going nowhere.
No doubt. UC Irvine has been too good of a team this season to falter in these moments. They're gonna be putting it all the line here.
Slowing down the tempo a little bit here for the Flyers. Nice jump shot right there. Can't put it in. Nice defense here by the Flyers. Toppin's there. Inside. Gets out for a second. Oh, had the wide open look. Didn't want to shoot it, but they dunk it this time. Certainly the Flyers defense has picked up this game. As we can see, the shooting performance isn't as high for the Anteaters, but still shooting pretty exceptionally well. Almost 60% from the field.
Now this is reminding me a little bit of the Florida State Gonzaga game in the sense that Florida State got out to a lead early, just like UC Irvine did today.
Nice
but
pass.
of course, both Dayton in this one and Gonzaga in the previous one kept it close, didn't get down by too much, and then the fourth quarter it became a back and forth game in the Florida State Gonzaga game, and now that's looking like it's going to be that's what we're going to see here in this one. It's Elite Eight. It's these teams have earned their right to play here, and we're definitely going to be we're definitely in here to see back and forth action.
Finally, Toppin was able to put some points on the board for this Flyers offense after an 8-0 run there for the UC Irvine Anteaters. Still down by 2. Tough take there, and 1! Oh my goodness, that was great defense there by the Flyers, but just credit to Leonard for taking that and drawing the foul. As no good on the free throw. Obi Toppin, jump shot, puts it in. He has 20. He's outscoring the rest of his team. 26 points. The rest of his team has 25. So that just tells you how important he is for this Flyers team. As Leonard again takes it. This time couldn't commit to it. As Toppin again attacking, kicks it out.
But Toppin's going to do that. He's averaging 38 on the season, so for him to have 26 at this point in the game, that's actually, I'd say that's almost a win for UC Irvine.
I would say it's a win for sure because, they're right there, and if Toppin was having a little bit better of a game, it could be a different story, but their defense has been containing him really well, as he had 17 in the first half, and looks like he's only up to like 12 this half as Toppin, but has a chance. Still a lot of time right here. Minute 14 to put more points on the board, and right there, no, couldn't get it. We're tied still. Could have took the lead there as Leonard. Oh my gosh, finds a wide open man on the other side, and there's a foul. There is a foul. Oh my goodness.
Was that a blocking foul there?
I don't think so. It looked like it was off the screen, but I could be mistaken. I didn't quite see it. As that's a costly foul for the Anteaters, as Toppin has a chance here. Nice move, almost turned it over, kicks it out for 3, no good. Toppin gets his own rebound, kicks it out again, and we have a wide open guy in the corner. Oh no, couldn't get it. Just too many missed opportunities here by that Flyers offense. They had a chance twice there to score, and they couldn't capitalize. That's been the story of this game so far.
No doubt, but this is it now.
27 seconds.
Tie ball game, trip to the Final Four on the line.
Toppin has a chance right here. Has a chance. He's going to take it. And 1! The Flyers slam it in. Oh, my goodness. And have a chance to make it a 3-point lead with 18 seconds left. Toppin coming up clutch at the right time. No good.
Oh, huge free throw miss.
They only needed 2. 14 seconds. 13 seconds. Will they call a timeout? It doesn't look like it. It looks like they're going to take it. 8 seconds. 7 seconds. 6 seconds. Off the drive. Takes the jump shot. No good. And then that is going to be it. That is going to be it. Dayton will win. UC Irvine did not commit to the timeout. They went for it. A tough jump shot by Leonard, and they couldn't hit it. As the Flyers hang on and move on to the Final Four, they will be awaiting the winner of Colorado and Ohio State. We will see you tomorrow night.
Flying high into the Final Four, 55-53. Man, oh man. Another classic ball game. Not as much scoring as we've seen in the previous couple games, but